people wonder why they get rain, but there's nothing to stop it really from filtering in, especially if you look at this one. There's some right lovely places for the rain to get in. So today we've completed all the braces. I fixed these in secure now. So really the next job apart from painting is putting the windows in, but I did want to put a coat of paint on these first, so we're going to give it a mist coat around the front. If the weather stays fine we might go the right way round it, but we were just going to do the front and then stick the windows in when it's dry. But thinking about it, it's not going to dry in time to do the door, so myself I think I might carry on right round, make it waterproof without having to put tarps all over it every night. So we'll just see how it goes with this. We'll start here anyway. We got the Bedec barn paint. It's in a light grey matte finish, so I'm going to slap this all over the front, watered down to, it's a mist coat. I'm going to put 40% water in it, which is 2 litres. It helps it soak right into the wood. Right, so I'm going to try something. I saw some bloke say that you can stop any mess when you're pouring a can of paint. Get a wide piece of masking tape and you stick it down like that. Do the same on this side so it crosses over. Make sure it sticks to both bits of the tin. And mix both bits up. Oh. When I'm in B&Q or Wickes, I always look for these. They're in between the CLS timber and all that. Just take them home, and ideal for stirring paint and all that sort of stuff. Bit of packing here and there. So yeah, so that's the front with its first mist coat on, 40% water added. It goes on really lovely and smooth, and it's a joy to paint actually. You know, it's really satisfying and peaceful rather than all the other jobs we've been doing. I do like the colour. It's got a bit of a blue tinge in it, I think. That's my eyes anyway. So yeah, that's the light grey Bedec barn paint, and in the matte finish. But really good paints, can't fault them. You know, soaked in all these end grains, and I put plenty in the joints down here as well. See, it dries like a sort of a plasticky coat, and it will move. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. I think we might need to go over it again, or maybe just with the concentrate, you know, the unwatered. Don't know, I'll have a look. But we're going to carry on round the cabin now. I mean, you've seen this, so just imagine you can see the others. So we'll come back to you when that's done. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you feel that way, or like, and come back and watch us for the rest of it. I mean, got all the trims to go on, the windows and doors to go in. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the floor yet, or whether I'm going to cover it with something lino, or it's going to be like a workshop type thing. We put a nice mist coat on this, and it's all it needs to weatherproof it apparently. So while it's nice and weatherproofed, I'm going to use this the Fix-All Flexi. It's got to go down these joints here, and yeah, just fill all these little gaps up. They're only small gaps. I don't know whether you can see things like that, but anything like that needs filling, because driving rain will push its way into the logs. So that's why I'm using this. Very flexible, so it'll allow for the movement. And then when it's all done, we'll go over it, and it's hardened off a bit. Go over the whole cabin with a couple of top coats. They do say put silicone in the joints, but silicone, you could do that, but when you come to put another coat on it, it just won't take to the silicone. And also when it starts to break down and needs decorating again, it's an awful job to get out. This is polymer stuff. There's no rubbing down or anything to do when you come to redo this paint. You just, when it weathers and ages, it just starts getting dusty, and you can see when it needs painting. But some of these have got little tiny hairline gaps in, so any cracks you see, just fill them up. Start round the back, and then by the time I get to the front, it should be, I should have perfected it. Yeah, so goes around all the windows as well. These window frames here, but I can't tell you about the windows yet. All down here along the sides, and I'm not sure whether you go right way along the top. AI says to leave a gap along the top because it's got a drip strip, and it says to let the moisture out, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah, let's get cracking. Let's hope those windows turn up. Right, just going around covering these braces up now. These hold the roof down and compress all these logs together. It doesn't have as much movement in these cabins because it's an insulated boards inside these logs, so it doesn't have quite as much expansion. Hence you can screw them all down at the corners, and these braces hold it all together. So I'm just I've got some little pins to knock these in. Really you're meant to seal these, but I'm keeping this pine on the inside, so I don't really want a load of sealant all over the place. So what I do is I got it on right at the bottom, put my knee on it, and then you have to sort of get it to go over the brace. That's it. That should hold there. I've got some pins here. I'll stick one right in the middle here. sort of job I like really. Just sort of making good and making it, you know, pleasing to the eye. So that's all the inside braces covered now. The skirting board, that's all pinned apart from the door wall. Yeah, I went down there with my little electric tack thing. Yeah, this wall here. I was going to wait till I get the door in, just in, because I don't know how it goes, but it does just fit under there. And yeah, I'll see how it goes anyway, because I think there's trims on the door as well. So the doorway will, I mean, the actual door frame's about that thick. And I think you get some trims to put on here. I'll just see how it goes, play it by ear. That's no problem. No gaps in here really. Can't see any daylight apart from in the vents. I'm sealing right around the roof on the outside with the mastic where the roof joins the boards, just to be doubly sure sort of thing. And the next thing is putting these braces on the outside. They've been painted like a mist coat, so we'll see how that goes. It's very hot today though, so not promising a lot. There you go. So these go on exactly the same as the ones on the inside, but they're on the outside. Got a mist coat on them, but these have all got to be sealed. Stop bugs and stuff getting in there. Seal all along that edge of the roof. Seal all round here. Done that. That's got to be sealed. People wonder why they get rain, but there's nothing to stop it really from filtering in. Especially if you look at this one. There's some right lovely places for the rain to get in there. So a bit of sealant. We've got to smooth that one out. That's another one done then. So it's onto the doors and windows next. So I'm be glad to get onto that. I've been waiting for that all the time. Doors and windows, yeah. And then, of course, we'll put all the fascia around once it's had another coat of paint. I think I'll save that till last, really. Yeah, okay then. So, if you like the video, click on subscribe or just the like one. It does help. But yeah, that's how we are so far. Thank you.